a ponytail. I can't even remember if I told her I loved her. And I went to work and told him to have a good day. She wasn't feeling well, and I told her just try to go to school. If you need me, call me.
That was the mother of 7-year-old Summer Thompson, brutally murdered by a monster who dumped her body in a pile of trash. Her murderer is on the loose, and cops believe her killer may have attacked before. Want to bring back in our expert panel, of course. Thank Samuel Thompson, Summer's dad, who joined us previously. You know, a construction worker reportedly renovated the abandoned house where Summer was last seen, is a registered sex offender. The house has been vacant for months and is being fixed up by a local construction company. The owner's brother, George Vincent, was working on the house. Here's his photo from the Florida Sex Offender Registry. Vincent is listed as committing lewd and lascivious acts against a child. That usually means he either fondled or assaulted a child or committed sexual acts on a child or in front of one. Vincent's sister spoke to local affiliates and said George was interrogated by police for hours. We still don't know if they're considering him a suspect. Don Clark, what do you make of this development in the case?
Well, I think it's a good lead for the police, Vinny, and they've got to take these leads. I mean, that lead is right there, but I'm sure they're not just solely focusing on that. You know, I have to give this police department, and I agree with the father, a real good applause on what they have done. They've been innovative in their investigation. They've joined with the evidence response team, with the FBI and some of the other law enforcement. So I think they're really going down the right path, and the leads come out, and these cases are difficult. And I think the public know by now is that it's not CSI where it's finished in 60 minutes. They're very, very difficult. I think they've got to develop the evidence, but they've got to follow leads, just like the one that you just mentioned about the guy who's a registered sex offender. You can't just brush that off.
No, you can't. You know, shocking new reports, records from the Clay County Sheriff's Office reportedly show 4 men were arrested for armed robbery at Summer's home just hours before cops found the little girl's body. Now, we don't know if this reported robbery has any relation to the kidnapping and murder, police being very tight-lipped about it.
You know, we have a suspect out there somewhere who's watching this broadcast right now, and I don't want to tell that suspect what we're doing. But I will tell him this: we're coming to get him. And we're going to find who did this, and we're going to bring that person to justice.
Now, the men are reportedly being held without bond in the Clay County Jail. We tried to confirm these details with the Sheriff's Office, not heard back from them yet. Bradford Cohen, is this some sort of a connection? Do you think it's possible?
Yeah, sure, anything's possible. I think what the police are doing, which is the most important, is that they're keeping tight-lipped about this. This is how an investigation should be done. You don't pick one person and say, this is our #1 suspect, because that's when the defense attorney comes in and says, from day one, you went after my guy. You
defense attorney like you. Robbie Ludwig, I want to get back to what happened today. I want to get back to what happened today at the ceremony and the memorial for the young girl. How did the family deal with it? And we're a little short on time here, Robbie.
Listen, the family is in shock, and I'm sure the pain will only get more intense as time goes on, because this is the time when the family gets a lot of support, so they're not alone. And the grieving can be more intense a year, 2 years down the road when everybody fades away and you're still living with that loss.
Thanks to my fabulous panel for joining me tonight. Remember to click on CNN.com/Jane, and please order your copy of her new book, I Want. You're watching Issues on HLN.